Boy, Keith, I will say, hard to believe there's a snowstorm coming after how beautiful today was, huh?
It's wild. It's wild. Like I said, it's one of those moments where you're like, this field has come a long way. Meteorology. I mean, as much as like we're about of a joke, and I get it, it's an easy target. But think about, you just would have no idea the storm was coming.
Well, and in Maine, right, we're used to getting a couple of inches of snow, but not to this magnitude.
This is a big one in April, even by our standards. That's a correct way to put it.
And I meant this late in the season.
Yes, in April, it gets harder. It does happen, but it gets harder and harder because when the sun is allowed to be the sun this time of the year, we're in the 50s, right? 50 to 55 across much of the state, 56 in Freiburg. Freiburg, by the way, their fortunes are about to turn in a big way with that snowstorm. We'll talk about that in a second. All right, so here's the system. It's a piece of energy up here, low down here, severe weather outbreak ongoing for about 2 days before this storm gets to us, and it won't get here until Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night. So until then, it's pretty quiet. Rest of today looks good. Couple of snow showers possible in the mountains, maybe a sprinkle into the foothills. Overnight tonight, most of us are partly cloudy though. Tomorrow is partly cloudy as well. Not quite as beautiful as today, but nice in the upper 40s, some low 50s too. Clouds come in tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow night from southwest to northeast. And this is a change in timing. If you left us on Friday, we talked about this storm starting potentially late Tuesday night into early Wednesday, but it has slowed down. Now it's Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night. So just be aware of that change, and you see it here. This is Wednesday afternoon. Precipitation moving in from southwest to northeast. Along the coast, it's probably too warm to start as snow with temperatures in the mid and upper 30s, and it's the middle of the day still. Inland, we start to snow right off the bat. It's heavy, wet stuff. And as a low develops in the Gulf of Maine, we start to pull, or what we call manufacture, its own cold air. So Wednesday night into early Thursday, I think, is the heaviest of this storm along the coastline. It's a relatively short window along the immediate coast for us to get all that snow done. But I think we can because it's snowing pretty hard during that time period. Meanwhile, Thursday, say mid to late morning, we start flitting back with sleet along the coastline, especially into the mid-coast and down East Maine. All snow still inland into the mountains and foothills. It's snowing through Thursday night. And then we shut this thing down on Friday as some light rain and snow, but additional mountain accumulation. The rest of us, this will just be nuance stuff. This is nuance, this map. There's a lot going on here. Greatest uncertainty we have highlighted because that sleet line is a little hard to make out exactly, but we have 4 to 8 inches because of the totals being kept down with sleet, as well as the possibility of some rain mixing in. But it's a sharp gradient right away from that, 8 to 12, 12 to 18, and then 18 to infinity, which is kind of a joke, but it's kind of not. It's 18 plus here. There's going to be a lot of snow in Freiburg, Bridgeton, Sebago. I think it is well over a foot and a foot and a half. So keep an eye on that. Winds strong at times Wednesday night, Thursday. East, not a terrible wind direction for us, but it's not northeast. I like that better. 40 to 50 miles an hour, and we will see some power outages, I believe, from that, guys, on Thursday. I went through that graphic fast because I didn't have time. At this point, the eclipse looks good. There's definitely no major storm around, and even the cloud layers look good right now, which would be awesome. And
I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
we deserve it after this thing. So I think Thursday's the day that schools will cancel, things will cancel. I think we get through most of Wednesday okay.
All right, good to know. Thanks, Keith.